This month, the team supporting a cause brings you story of the Action Northeast Trust, also called the ANT. The ANT is a voluntary organization registered as Public Charitable Trust based in Raumari in Chirang district of Bodoland in Lower Assam. This region is blessed with natural scenic beauty. The ANT was started in October 2000 by Dr. Sunil Kaul, a medical doctor who left Army Medical Corps after 10 years of service to work in rural India, along with Jennifer Liang, a trained social worker from Tata Institute of Social Sciences. These two brave souls have worked in a fragile and conflict-affected area which also faces climate disasters. The ANT is directly working in 250 village hamlets with a population of 87,000, covering over 15,000 households, working towards sustainable and holistic development of rural and poor, voiceless communities, focusing on its key elements like nurturing child and youth, empowering women, addressing community health, preserving traditional art and craft, disseminating knowledge on rights and entitlements of poor, and helping small voluntary organizations to grow. Let us look at the work the ANT does. Child and youth development is one of the key focus areas of the ANT, with special focus on poor children or children going to government schools. The ANT has formed several child's development centers in the interior villages or in forest areas. These development centers have remedial classes for middle school children, provision of supplementary teachers for schools that have few or no teachers at all. Emphasis is given on overall development of child and improving their interactions to learn newer concepts, supplemented by use of teaching learning materials, sports, recreation, singing, and other activities. The Village Development Education Committee, representing parents and elders of the village, are able to see a positive impact of these centers. According to them, children are learning newer things and are always looking forward to attend these centers after their school hours. They do not indulge in any wasteful activities, which used to be the case earlier. In another initiative focusing children called Dolphin, the ANT has set up joyful learning centers in schools. They are meant to provide enriched learning of 4 R's: reading, writing, arithmetic, and recreation. Learning is also imparted through different teaching learning materials. Children are engaged in singing, drawing, painting. They are made aware of their rights in form of melodious songs. Children learn and perform small acts to convey practical messages concerning their rights and general environment. Children are also taught social education, wherein they democratically elect their leaders for different activities. Children are taught to keep school premises clean. They also learn about personal hygiene, nutritious diet, and concept of kitchen garden. A hot and nutritious meal is served at these schools under the midday meal scheme of the government. Nearly 2,000 children, boys and girls, are getting benefit of this project. In order to build scientific temperament amongst children, the ANT, with the help of Agastya Foundation, has put in place a system of lab in a box. A variety of science models and experiments are placed in boxes covering physics, chemistry, and biology. These boxes are rotated among cluster of schools. The program is now covering 23 government schools and reach over 2,000 students, making science learning more effective and meaningful. The ANT makes effective use of sports as a powerful tool for development and learning. They promote participation, human values, discipline, health, non-violence, tolerance, gender equality, and above all, teamwork. The ANT is running Ultimate Frisbee as Sports for Development project for over 3 years for age groups like 7 to 10, 11 to 14, and 15 to 19 years. More than 3,000 participants are enrolled. Nearly 50% of them are girls. The project also focuses on capacity development by identifying and training youth facilitators and a community youth mentor. Nearly 200 youth volunteers are also associated with this program. Domestic violence against women is a serious problem. Women are mostly unable to protect themselves or fight back. Acceptance of violence as a norm by women or society makes matter even worse. To counter the high incidence of domestic violence, the ANT undertook a project in May 2017 in 100 villages of Chirang district. Under this initiative, ANT undertakes street plays, puts up posters to sensitize men, women, young boys, and police personnel. They also create awareness of gender laws relating to women. The ANT provides legal aid, emotional support, shelter, and livelihood support to the domestic violence survivors. Over 150 survivors are currently seeking ANT's help under the project.
Okay. So she said that I'm thankful to Legal Aid Cell and this women and also the SSG women, because before my condition was very bad, but still now I'm getting a minimal amount and I'm becoming much stronger than before. Now I can manage by myself.
The ANT started a community mental health project amidst a population of over 100,000 people. Under this program, ANT conducts camps every month for mental illness, including epilepsy. Treatment is available at its campus, and ANT also conducts 6 outreach camps every month in government public health centers to make medical help closer and more easily accessible to more and more people. These camps have over 1,000 patients who come regularly to see the doctor and to collect their medicines. Every month, about 40 new patients get registered. More than 5,000 patients have been treated successfully under this project. A nominal fee of Rs 300 a month per patient is being charged for the services and medicine, which makes this project self-sustaining and affordable. In order to protect traditional music and dance, the ANT conducted dance and music workshops for training boys and girls to play their traditional instruments like sifung, kind of a flute, kham, a long drum, and sharja, a long string violin. They also learn the traditional Bodo dances. It is very heartening to note that boys and girls are working alongside to protect their tradition and have participated in various music and dance competition within the region.
जो देखा आप लोग, ये बागरुम्बा डांस है। पूरा जितना भी म्यूजिक है तो हम लोग मतलब एक कलेक्शन करके इसका मतलब सबका जोर के थोड़ा करके तो एक म्यूजिक बना के हम लोग मतलब इसको बजाते हैं।
मैं 2016 पे ही आया, यही पे सीखा। हमारा एक गुरु है, से सीखा। अच्छा लगता है, मन को बहुत अच्छा लगता है।
Apart from its direct village work, the ANT undertook an informal weaving initiative in 2002 to sustain the traditional Bodo weaving art and to create livelihood opportunities for Bodo women. Success of this program motivated the ANT to form a separate trust under the name Agor Dagra Afat in 2005. This is a weavers organization which is entirely managed and run by weaver women. Agor is self-sustaining, a non-profit organization. Over 100 women work either out of their own homes or at the weaving center. Agor clocks an annual sales of rupees 10 million and distributes rupees 4 million in salary and wages. Agor has successfully reintegrated over 300 housemates who were otherwise being paid poorly for their work. Most of them continue to weave. The ANT has also set up a craft trust in Bengaluru, now a separate entity called the ANT's Craft Trust, to promote a positive image of the Northeast through selling high quality art and craft work. The Ant formed an institute of development action to strengthen and support the voluntary sector. It has trained over 1,500 NGO personnel and has a network of partner organizations in Assam, Meghalaya, and Manipur. It also provides funding and support to startup NGOs to help them grow and sustain themselves in the northeastern region. The Ant started a legal aid center in 2014. A lawyer and a paralegal support work together and assist in resolving domestic violence cases, land dispute cases, and also assist them in providing access to relief compensation. This service helps poor people in seeking justice and fighting for their rights and entitlement. The Ant has a history of helping the Bodos and Adivasis during their difficult times, either being displaced during conflicts or during floods. During 2012 and 2014, the Ant helped directly or through other NGOs in settling displaced people in relief camps. The Ant also conducts awareness camps for the village people, educating them about various government schemes and how they could take benefit of the same. Over the past 18 years, the Ant has undertaken several large projects. Many institutions and individuals from India and abroad have given their support and trust. To name a few: Azim Premji Philanthropic Initiatives Bangalore, Caring Friends Mumbai, Arpan Foundation USA, DKA and KFB Austria, Teredas Homes and Child Aid Networks of Germany, National Foundation for India, Tata Trust, Ford Foundation, British High Commission, UNICEF and UNDP.
I think when we first started ANT, we didn't even know how long we would survive over here because the circumstances were also like that, and we were new to this area, and so we came here with a very honest thing of trying to do our bit.
I think one thing we were very clear was that unless we are seen to be long-term players here, staying here and whatnot, people will not really trust us. So that was very clear that we'll be going, staying with people, doing things. And I've always seen ANT as a lighthouse kind of a thing, where people don't, ships don't have to crash into the lighthouse, but you take direction from it.
I think we always say that, I think we've been very, very blessed in our lives, and that I think it's a luxury for us to be able to work here. There may be many people who want to do something like this, and we feel that maybe they're not able to do it.
I think what inspires me constantly, I think, is people whom I meet in the village who I think are very bright sometimes. None of us gives them the space or changes the way the society works. India would be bereft of their leadership, and I think somewhere we need to do our bit.
I think I see the confidence of women, many women whom we worked with, that's grown a lot. I feel our ability to be able to reach the poorest. So I think that's a very big, satisfaction that you can reach the people who need to be reached to. I'm really looking forward to the next 20 years, and there's a lot to be done. I think at the ground level, I think certain things will happen, but I think we have still a larger role. I think there's a lot of work to be done in that. It's very exciting.
I am confident that this organization will run beyond me and beyond us. A culture has been developed where there's a lot of honesty there in work.
Ant is also a symbol of hard work, cooperative efforts, and a never give up attitude. A salute to indomitable Ant, which silently and collectively works to achieve objectives much bigger than their minuscule size. True to its name, the journey of the Ant remains very inspiring. Ant has laid part to bring marginalized communities to the mainstream. It is truly a cause worth supporting.